Greetings, folks. This is just an update. Just see what my sound is like. I'm just going to move the mic closer to myself. Yeah, that should be better. So, new playlists. So if you go to, always about clicking on these things. 5. You click there, and it unfurls itself, and you'll get these new playlists. So, for example, here, let's have a look at 2 coming to mind. Not got as many on the other ones. So, diplomatic enabling, mentoring and mediating, logistical safekeeping, monitoring and providing, tactical manipulating, expediting and improvising but really entertaining, and strategic is coordinating resources towards long-term objectives and constructing models, theories. What we have here, it just goes to the same thing. No thanks. So, these are the ones. So I have these videos here on, you can see what they're on. You really find out about logistics. The logistics of supply. Yeah. And then we got this video here with, well, we have an ISFJ resembler and another ISFJ resembler. Does Kristen take part? I don't think she does, but she is a feature of the channel. What else? Counselor. So yeah, what is it? I'll press this. There we go. That's the ticket. Right. We've got the other ones. There's nothing really in that one, but there's one in here. A little bit cheeky. Pause. We'll get done if I get a copyright claim just for that. That little bit coming up. Right. Now, the extreme example of con artistry with Trump. Just remember he said it was the greatest economy ever. Alright. Here we go. With the largest trade deficits ever. The greatest economy ever would have really good trade surpluses. Right. So yeah, we've gone through that. Right. So I'll talk a bit about diplomatic enabling here. So you've actually got a thing here which NFs are pretty good at. And this is one of the things that when I was sort of deciding between INTP and INFP, I thought, oh, I'm not quite good enough at diplomatic enabling. I'm better at strategic building, constructing in particular. So because of the 6, the 4 and the 1 in my tri-type. Trademark Catherine Father. We aim to cover the diplomatic intellect properly. It is gone through though in this video up here, in the sort of the latter stage of this video with Amber. And then we've got, again there, you've got the counselling, the directive role, and then you've got the mediating role. Although Keirsey might have like shoehorned in a role variant for ENFP in that advocating a cause is that necessarily, is that mediating? I mean, reconciling alienates is mediating, like say marriage guidance counselor, but advocating a cause, is that mediating? Well, you could argue it's a non-directive role, but anyhow. What else do we have? Right, so these are new playlists. I'm gonna try and do more on, what did I do here? Yes, this is, I added some more here on these needs to be developed though. Artisans, guardians, idealists, rationals. They're not, these are old playlists sort of resurrected and sort of put here. I'm going to say something about the arrangement. Right, so yes, VIT, baseline integrated typology. It's a branding thing rather than a narcissism thing. For example, if I put model V, other stuff comes up. Right then. And plus you've got like Keirsey, like stick your name out there. So, and Beeb. Right. Right, what else? Right, this you might be interested in. This is a big thing for me, the interplay of the Jungian type and these. I'll now, one of three, two of three. Eventually I'll get down into the third part of Postsocionics, which is a sort of a critique of the information theory. And it comes at it from a different view of information and a way of viewing the world through a system of a school of thought that's been around for a while. It's just not covered very much, but I think it's a school of thought and a subject which I can hold up and I can say, well, look at this subject. If you say, when classical socionics says that thinking and sensing don't need reinterpretation, so it's almost as if they're all empirical, all objective, and feeling, and so they make intuition and feeling subjective and sensing and thinking empirical, and they say that thing about doesn't need reinterpretation. Well, I think thought and sensing does need reinterpretation. I think that there is an empirical and a subjective part of that, just as there's a subjective and empirical part of sensing. So, and I'm going to come at that with a subject which it will be revealed at the time. And so it's almost, this might be a little bit the six in me, in that I'm going to take down that dichotomy, that internal-external dichotomy in classical socionics, by running it up against this proper subject and then saying, okay, well, what are you going to believe? This proper subject with its view, or this internal-external dichotomy, which is just weird? If it doesn't need reinterpretation, then that means that everything ever said is perfectly understandable, because meaning and in the language, it's like it makes no sense. It makes no sense. It is a false dichotomy. It is obvious that what we have in life is the empirical and the subjective. Right then, this is just a bit of waffle. whatever. But there will be a 3 of 3. Anyhow, I'll go back to this. Interplay. Where is it? That's it. That's odd. Right. So these videos that you'd be interested in is particularly these 3. How the different variants of 6s, and it's more convenient to sort of like see it how it varies by Keirsey temperament. An artisan 6, very different from a guardian 6. And a lot of 6s will say that the profiles sound to guardian if they know typology. So I think you'll get something out of this. Oh, this might be an issue. This might come back. Right down. There we go. Look at that. I thought it was a 4. Those were the days. And that's the thing with that's an area where Catherine's right. A 6, if a 6 got a 4, if a core 6 is a 4 fix, they'll think they're a 4. Or 6 wing 7, they'll think they're a 7. Yeah. No one really wants to be a 6. Right. To such an extent that the 6 might say, well, I don't believe in the personality types anyway. They're more fixations than types. Right then. I'll stop this now. Just been a bit of an update.